Have you ever felt like something in your life just isn't quite right? Like you're searching for something more, but you can't quite put your finger on what it is? Maybe you started questioning everything, your beliefs, your purpose, even the very nature of reality itself. This feeling isn't random. It's a calling, a subtle yet powerful invitation from your soul to wake up to a deeper truth. This is the beginning of a spiritual awakening, a journey that will forever change the way you see yourself and the world around you. But awakening isn't a single moment of enlightenment. It's a process, one that unfolds in stages. And while the journey is deeply personal, most people experience common patterns along the way. So where are you in your journey? Are you just starting to question everything? Are you in the midst of transformation? Or have you reached a place of deep peace and embodiment? Let's explore the 5 stages of spiritual awakening and help you discover exactly where you are on this incredible path. Stage 1. The Awakening Triggering Event. What is a spiritual awakening? Spiritual awakening is the first step in the journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. It is the moment when you begin to see life through a new lens, when the veil of ordinary existence lifts and you start questioning everything you once took for granted. It often feels like waking up from a deep sleep, realizing that reality is much more profound than you ever imagined. This awakening can be sudden or gradual, but it always leads to an irreversible shift in consciousness. You begin to understand that life is more than just work, money, or social expectations. There is a deeper meaning, a greater purpose, and an unseen energy that connects everything. What triggers a spiritual awakening? A spiritual awakening rarely happens without a catalyst. Something usually shakes you out of your routine, forcing you to question your beliefs and perspectives. Some common triggers include trauma or crisis, a painful event, such as the death of a loved one, a breakup, or a serious illness, can shake you to your core and make you reflect on life's deeper meaning. Major life changes, moving to a new place, losing a job, or becoming a parent can push you to redefine who you are. Deep existential questioning. You may start asking, who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? A profound experience, meditation, psychedelic experiences, near-death experiences, or even a vivid dream can trigger awakening. Meeting a spiritual mentor or soulmate, encountering someone who expands your awareness can spark an inner transformation. No matter how it happens, an awakening marks the beginning of a journey that will change you forever. Signs you are in the awakening stage. During this phase, you may experience a range of emotions and realizations, both exciting and overwhelming. Some common signs include feeling that something is off about reality. You start sensing that there is more to life than what you were taught. Increased curiosity about spirituality. You may feel drawn to meditation, philosophy, energy healing, or mystical teachings. Disillusionment with society. The material world may start to feel hollow, and you may question societal norms and expectations. A sense of deep interconnectedness. You may begin to see that all living beings are connected in a profound way. A strong desire for truth. You crave deeper knowledge about existence, consciousness, and the universe. Increased sensitivity. You become more aware of energy, emotions, and the vibes of people around you. Feeling detached from your old self, your interests, habits, and even friendships may start to shift as you grow. These signs can feel exhilarating, but they can also be confusing, as you are stepping into unknown territory. The emotional roller coaster of awakening. While the first stage of awakening can feel enlightening and blissful, it can also be overwhelming. Many people experience the mix of emotions: excitement, the thrill of discovering a deeper reality; confusion, feeling unsure about what is happening to you; fear, worrying that you're losing control or going crazy; loneliness, realizing that not everyone around you understands your new perspective; joy, a newfound appreciation for life, nature, and simple moments. It's normal to experience ups and downs as you adjust to this new awareness. The biggest challenges in this stage: fear of change. The old life feels safe, and stepping into the unknown can be unsettling. Feeling misunderstood. Friends and family may not understand your sudden change in perspective. Overwhelming amount of information. You may feel bombarded by different spiritual teachings and unsure what to believe. Ego resistance. Part of you may cling to your old identity, resisting this new way of thinking. What comes next? For many, this first stage is followed by stage 2, the dark night of the soul, where old illusions and attachments begin to break down. The excitement of awakening may fade into confusion or emotional turbulence. But this is not a setback. It is a necessary part of growth. The key is to trust the process and understand that you are not alone. Awakening is not about reaching a final destination. It is about learning, evolving, and deepening your connection with your true self. Stage 2, the dark night of the soul. What is the dark night of the soul? The dark night of the soul is one of the most challenging and painful stages of spiritual awakening. It is a period of deep transformation where everything that once felt stable, beliefs, identity, relationships, even life purpose, start to collapse. This stage often feels like a crisis, but in reality, it is a profound clearing, making space for a new and higher way of being. Common signs and symptoms. Feeling lost and disconnected. You may feel like you no longer fit into your old life, but you're unsure where to go next. Emotional turmoil. Waves of sadness, anxiety, frustration, or emptiness arise, seemingly without a clear cause. Loss of identity. What once defined you, career, relationships, beliefs, may suddenly feel meaningless. Ego death. The version of yourself that was built on societal expectations, fear, or external validation starts to dissolve. Questioning everything. You may feel disillusioned with religion, authority, or life itself, wondering, is any of this real? Physical symptoms. Fatigue, sleep disturbances, body aches, or a feeling of heaviness may accompany this phase. Desire for isolation. You might withdraw from social circles because everyday conversations feel shallow or draining. Why does the dark night happen? The dark night occurs when your soul is calling you to shed everything that is not truly you. It is a period of purification where old wounds, past traumas, and conditioned beliefs rise to the surface so they can be released. It's not a punishment. It's an opportunity to strip away illusions and come home to your authentic self. This stage often follows a spiritual awakening, stage 1, because once you glimpse a higher truth, the old way of living no longer aligns. But to fully embrace this new path, the old self must dissolve, and that can feel terrifying. The trap of resistance. One of the biggest struggles during this stage is resistance. We cling to what's familiar, even if it no longer serves us. This resistance intensifies the suffering. The key to moving through the dark night is surrender, accepting that the old must die for the new to be born. Imagine a caterpillar inside a cocoon. In that dark, confined space, it has no idea it is transforming into a butterfly. It may feel trapped, alone, and uncertain. But in reality, it is undergoing a metamorphosis that will lead to its true form. How to navigate this stage? Embrace the darkness. Instead of fearing this phase, recognize that it is a sacred initiation. Every great transformation requires a period of breaking down before breaking through. Let go of the old self. Allow outdated identities, beliefs, and attachments to fall away. Trust that what is truly meant for you will remain. Feel your emotions fully. Don't suppress your pain. Let yourself grieve, cry, and release whatever needs to be felt. This is part of the healing process. Seek stillness. Meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence can help you connect with your inner self amidst the chaos. Find support. While solitude is often a part of this stage, finding a spiritual mentor, therapist, or soul-aligned community can provide comfort and guidance. Trust the process. This stage is temporary. Just like the night always turns to dawn, you will emerge from this stronger, wiser, and more aligned than ever. The light at the end of the tunnel. Though the dark night feels like an endless void, it is actually a profound gift. It is breaking you open so that you can remember who you truly are, beyond labels, beyond conditioning, beyond fear. Once you emerge from this stage, you will experience a deep sense of inner peace, clarity, and purpose. The things that once caused suffering will no longer have power over you. You will no longer seek happiness outside yourself because you will have found it within. Stage 3. Seeking and exploration. After the initial excitement or shock of spiritual awakening, Many people enter the seeking and exploration phase. This stage is characterized by a deep thirst for knowledge, a desire to understand the mysteries of the universe, and a search for guidance. You may feel like a student of life, eagerly absorbing new philosophies, practices, and teachings in an attempt to make sense of your awakening. However, while this stage is full of discovery and excitement, it can also bring confusion, overwhelm, and the temptation to collect spiritual ideas without integrating them. Signs you are in the seeking and exploration stage. If you are in this stage, you may experience some or all of the following. Obsessive learning. You feel drawn to books, videos, podcasts, and teachers that explore spirituality, consciousness, energy, and metaphysics. Trying different practices, you experiment with meditation, yoga, breathwork, astrology, tarot, lucid dreaming, or other spiritual modalities. Questioning traditional beliefs. You may start to rethink religious teachings, cultural norms, and even your past worldview. Experiencing synchronicities. Meaningful coincidences seem to appear more often, guiding you along your path. Feeling excited but also overwhelmed. There is so much to learn that you might not know where to focus your energy. Looking for a teacher, mentor, or guru, you seek guidance from someone more experienced to help you navigate this journey. Wanting to share your discoveries, you may feel an urge to talk about your new insights, but not everyone around you understands or relates. The double-edged sword of seeking. While this stage is exciting, it can also come with challenges. 1. Spiritual overload. Too much information, not enough application. It's easy to get caught in the trap of endlessly consuming information but never fully integrating it. You might read about enlightenment, manifestation, or energy healing, but unless you apply these teachings in your life, they remain just theories. Tip: instead of rushing to learn everything, focus on embodying what resonates with you. If you read about mindfulness, practice it. If you study chakras, work on balancing your own energy. 2. Spiritual materialism. Some seekers fall into the trap of collecting spiritual experiences, teachings, or rituals like trophies. They may chase psychic abilities, mystical visions, or esoteric knowledge, believing that these things make them more enlightened than others. Tip: true spirituality isn't about external experiences or showing off knowledge. It's about inner transformation. Ask yourself, am I seeking wisdom to grow or just to feel special? 3. Following false gurus or teachings. When searching for guidance, many people encounter spiritual teachers who are more focused on power, money, or fame than true enlightenment. Be cautious of anyone who claims to have all the answers, demands devotion, or manipulates followers. Tip: a true teacher empowers you to think for yourself and trust your own inner wisdom. For the lost in the clouds syndrome. Some people in this stage become so focused on the spiritual that they disconnect from everyday life. They may reject responsibilities, ignore personal relationships, or use spirituality to escape from reality. Tip: spirituality should help you live a more authentic and meaningful life, not detach you from it. What comes next? As you continue to seek, you will eventually reach a point where external searching is no longer enough. You will realize that the answers you seek are not found in books, teachers, or rituals. They are already within you. This realization marks the transition into stage 4, integration and healing, where you stop chasing knowledge and start embodying your spiritual truth in everyday life. Stage 4, integration and healing. After the excitement and curiosity of the seeking and exploration stage, a major shift begins to happen. You start moving away from external searching and toward inner embodiment. Instead of just learning about spirituality, you begin living it. This stage is about healing, inner transformation, and alignment. It's where you take all the knowledge, experiences, and realizations from the previous stages and begin integrating them into your daily life. However, this is not always an easy process. True integration requires deep inner work, self-reflection, and healing from past wounds. What happens in the integration and healing stage? You stop seeking and start embodying. You realize that no book, teacher, or practice can complete you, because everything you were searching for was always within you. Instead of chasing spiritual experiences, you naturally integrate wisdom into your way of being. Healing old wounds becomes a priority. Past traumas, fears, and limiting beliefs start to surface so they can be healed. You recognize how childhood conditioning, societal programming, and past pain have shaped you, and you begin releasing what no longer serves you. You experience emotional and energetic clearing. Emotions that were once suppressed come up to be acknowledged and released. You might go through deep emotional healing, shadow work, or energetic cleansing. Your life becomes more aligned. You start making decisions from a place of intuition and authenticity rather than fear or external expectations. You may shift careers, relationships, habits, or environments that no longer resonate with your true self. You cultivate inner peace. You no longer feel the need to constantly seek external validation or answers. A sense of deep inner trust and peace starts to replace anxiety and doubt. Signs you are in the integration and healing stage. If you are in this stage, you may notice a deep need for healing. You recognize unprocessed pain and begin doing the work to heal it. Less interest in external searching. You stop obsessively seeking spiritual knowledge and instead focus on inner wisdom. A strong desire for authenticity. You let go of masks, personas, and anything that doesn't feel aligned with your soul. Emotional ups and downs. Healing is not linear. Some days you may feel at peace, while others may bring emotional release. Changes in relationships. You gravitate toward deeper, more meaningful connections and may distance yourself from toxic or inauthentic relationships. More self-awareness and self-love. You start treating yourself with kindness, understanding, and compassion. Challenges in the integration and healing stage. Although this stage brings profound transformation, it can also be challenging and intense. 1. Facing the shadow self. During this stage, your shadow self, the parts of you that you've ignored, suppressed, or denied, will come to the surface. You may confront fears, insecurities, and past traumas. This can be uncomfortable, but it is necessary for true healing. Tip: shadow work, journaling, therapy, deep self-reflection can help you integrate these hidden parts of yourself with compassion. 2. Emotional healing can be overwhelming. Sometimes, deep wounds resurface all at once, making you feel emotionally exhausted. You may experience grief, anger, sadness, or even confusion about who you are. Tip: take healing at your own pace. Meditation, therapy, breathwork, and self-care practices can help you move through emotions gently. 3. Letting go of the old life. As you evolve, you may realize that old relationships, jobs, and environments no longer align with your true self. This can bring feelings of loss as you shed old versions of yourself. Tip: trust that letting go creates space for new opportunities, relationships, and experiences that resonate with your awakened self. What comes next? Once you have integrated and healed, you begin stepping into stage 5, awakening to purpose and service. This is where you start living in alignment with your soul's mission and feeling called to help others. Stage 5, awakening to purpose and service. After moving through the challenges of healing and integration, a profound shift happens. You begin to awaken to your true purpose. This stage is about embodying your spiritual growth and sharing your light with the world. You no longer see spirituality as something separate from daily life. Instead, it becomes the foundation of how you live, love, and serve. This stage isn't just about personal enlightenment. It's about using your gifts, experiences, and wisdom to help others in an authentic way. It's the realization that spirituality isn't just for personal growth. It's meant to uplift the collective consciousness. What happens in the awakening to purpose and service stage? You feel a deep sense of calling. There's an inner knowing that you are here for a greater purpose. You feel pulled toward work, relationships, or creative expressions that align with your soul. You shift from seeking to giving. You no longer feel the need to search for enlightenment because you recognize that everything you need is already within you. Instead of just absorbing knowledge, you feel called to share, teach, or inspire others. Your actions become more aligned with your soul. You stop making choices based on fear, ego, or societal expectations. You start making decisions based on intuition, love, and purpose. You attract like-minded souls. As you live in alignment, you naturally attract relationships, opportunities, and experiences that reflect your higher self. You start leading by example. Your presence, energy, and authenticity inspire others, not by force, but naturally. You become a source of guidance, whether as a mentor, healer, teacher, or simply a kind presence in others' lives. Signs you are in the awakening to purpose and service stage. A strong desire to help, heal, or uplift others. You feel called to be of service in some way, whether through teaching, healing, art, coaching, activism, or leadership. Life flows more effortlessly. You experience synchronicities that guide you toward your purpose. You feel more fulfilled than ever before. Even if life isn't perfect, you feel a deep sense of meaning. Your ego takes a back seat. You are less focused on self-image, competition, or validation, and more focused on contribution. You embrace both your light and dark. You no longer reject your past wounds. Instead, you see them as part of your journey and use them to help others. You create rather than consume. Whether it's writing, speaking, art, music, or leadership, you feel drawn to express your truth in ways that inspire others. Challenges in the awakening to purpose and service stage. Even though this stage is deeply fulfilling, it comes with its own set of challenges. 1. Imposter syndrome. Who am I to teach or help others? Many people feel unworthy or not spiritual enough to guide others. The truth is, you don't have to be perfect. Your journey and authenticity are enough. Tip: remember, your wisdom is valuable, even if you're still evolving. The best guides are those who understand the struggles firsthand. 2. Feeling overwhelmed by responsibility. Once you realize your power to uplift others, you may feel pressure to do it all. You might struggle with boundaries, taking on too much, or feeling drained. Tip: you are not responsible for saving the world alone. Your role is to shine your light and trust that others will do the same. 3. Fear of judgment or rejection. Some people may not understand or support your new path. You might lose old friendships or face criticism from those who don't resonate with your journey. Tip: stay true to your purpose. Not everyone is meant to understand your path, and that's okay. The right people will find you. How to navigate the awakening to purpose and service stage. 1. Trust your unique path. Purpose is not always about a job or title. It's about how you show up in the world. Whether you're a healer, teacher, artist, or simply a loving presence, trust that your unique gifts are valuable. 2. Start small and stay authentic. You don't have to change the world overnight. Focus on small, meaningful ways to help others, whether through conversations, writing, volunteering, or creative expression. 3. Protect your energy. Being in service doesn't mean sacrificing yourself. Set boundaries, practice self-care, and make sure you are giving from overflow, not depletion. 4. Let go of perfectionism. Your journey is ongoing. You don't need to have it all figured out to make a difference. The world needs real, imperfect, authentic voices. 5. Align your actions with love. Every decision, whether big or small, can be guided by love and higher awareness. As you embody your purpose, you naturally uplift those around you. What comes next? The truth is, awakening never truly ends. Even after reaching this stage, you continue to evolve, expand, and deepen your understanding. However, stage 5 is a major shift because you're no longer just experiencing awakening for yourself, you are now living it for the collective. This is when your presence becomes a light for others, whether through direct service or simply through the way you exist in the world. Some may go on to teach, lead, heal, or create, while others may embody their purpose in quiet, subtle ways. No matter how it manifests, this stage is the beginning of your highest expression. The awakening to purpose and service stage is about transcending personal enlightenment and stepping into your soul's mission. It's about turning your spiritual journey into something meaningful, not just for yourself, but for the world. You are here for a reason, and by embodying your truth, you help others awaken to theirs.